I'm afraid I've just popped in to give you my best wishes for this evening and for the future of the forum.
Alex Bigham, I'm the Labour councillor for Stockwell, which I'm sure as many of you know has the biggest Portuguese and Spanish-speaking community in Lambeth.
Okay, Fernanda Correa. Alright. Okay, so sorry, we cannot have a lot of introductions. Just along through the agenda you will know the people because we have so many today. I'm sorry for the place, it's too small for us.
The Latin American Recognition Campaign, which is recently formed, we aim at being recognized as Latin America as an ethnic minority in this country. So we all believe that we are constitute an important ethnic minority in this country. However, we are not considered as such in the national statistics and also local statistics. That is important because as an ethnic minority, we believe we will be able to contribute better to the economy and to establish a close bond with the rest of society. Secondly, we believe the name of Iberian America for our community is wrong. Sociologically, statistically, etc., etc. So we in Latin America believe simply to be called Latin Americans.
I'm here not as an individual, but I'm actually here representing a women's organization called the Latin American Women's Rights Service. The Latin American Women's Rights Service is a community-based organization. It's been around for many, many years, believe it or not, since 1983. We mainly concentrate on facilitating women with the knowledge and tools to be able to break free from poverty and violence. And that is our job, to make women aware that because of the fact that they might have an irregular status or they may have become overstayed for whatever reason, that doesn't mean that they are forced to live in abusive and violent situations. Many people in the community don't know that. And part of the abuse of the perpetrators or the abusers is actually control women and say, well, you go to the police, they will deport you. So you find a lot of women having to experience terrible, horrendous levels of abuse and violence because of the fear that they will be deported, because they are convinced that they have no rights.
Alright, we're going to we're going to talk about the Golden Years organization, and Amada, please could you tell us
Okay, my name is Amada Silva, and I'm the founder of the Latin American Golden Years Day Center. About 25 years ago, I was born in the living room of our house. This is a very much needed service for the Latin American, Spanish, Portuguese speaking, and English as well, because it's the only one in London who does what we do to prevent mental health. We need premises now. We can't wait anymore. So it's not just the Golden Year, it's the people who is around giving a good service to the community. As she said, we work hours and hours and we don't get paid for Saturday, Sunday, extensive hours at night. We don't get paid for that. And it's not money to pay for the valuable service that we, all these organizations do, and the volunteers as well. That can be paid with any money at all. We are not asking for rise in our wages. We are asking a proper premises where we can serve the people from the community.
We're supporting the Latin American community in employment support, parents, children and young people, health, policing and criminal justice. We like to form a network with Lambeth and Palace. We are here to work together.
Different areas like Años Dorados, for example, is a very important place for elderly people. So Latin American needs are very important. We're not only contributing, we're not only actively taking part on everyday life of South London, but also we need to meet each other. I think these kind of meetings are very important because that way we bridge and we know what the needs are within our collectiveness, not only for the Latin Americans, but for many people who also love the Latin American culture.
A proven record of services within the Portuguese speaker community. So we think we can do a useful job supporting the Portuguese speakers community in Lambeth.
With the management committee, we decided to call it Forum for the Portuguese and Spanish speaking community in Lambeth. Everybody agree? Okay, yes.
This name change is really a big issue because there are two parts of the community that we are divided. Some people want it to be called as it is, Ibero-American Forum, and there is another group that wants to be called Portuguese and Spanish speakers for community. Right.
Can I express my view? My view is this. This forum is supposed to have a name and a language that the community understands. So, in my case, I am Portuguese. When I saw Ibero-American, I didn't know what we were talking about. I'm not Ibero-American. I am from the continent, a completely different continent, and I'm Portuguese. Now, if I give a leaflet to someone with Ibero-American, the Portuguese will not know what this is because they are not familiar with that term. We never had the term before. Right? Absolutely. So, on those bases, the decision or the idea of changing the name was so that it reflects a name that everybody will understand. If I give a leaflet to a Portuguese person and I say, this is a forum for the Portuguese and Spanish-speaking communities, everybody is going to know that includes everybody speaking Spanish from any continent, be it Europe, be it whatever continent. If we say Portuguese-speaking communities, we also know that will be anybody either from Portugal, from countries from Africa where people speak Portuguese or from Brazil. This is my reason that I support the change of the name from the Ibero-American to the Portuguese and Spanish-speaking communities.
I want to say something. The issue was always the name Ibero-American. We've been working with the community, promoting the police surgeries, promoting the forum, and everybody tell me, what's the Ibero-American name? If you call me Latino, call me Latino. You call me Portuguese, call me Portuguese. And the Afro countries from the African speaking, most of you are from the PALOPS countries, they don't feel that Ibero-America because we are from Africa and we speak Portuguese. So at the end of the day, with the management committee, we say, okay, let's put this name to the community. I don't say I want to change. Lino don't say because he wants to change. So let's put it to the community. Do you want a Spanish and Portuguese speaking community both? Anyone can tell me to count, please? Can you count, Lino? Can you count how many for Spanish and Portuguese? Spanish and Portuguese. Ibero-American Forum, put your hands up. 1, 2.
parece interesante, es la primera vez que vengo a uno de estos foros. Creo que podría tener futuro si nos unimos un poquito más, y porque los problemas que aquejan a los portugueses también nos aquejan a los latinoamericanos, ¿no? Y como tú sabes, la unión hace la fuerza.
We need to have a voice, and I think today we give a step in that direction. That's it.
I just want to say how pleased I am that the Latin American Forum is meeting and is working with the police and with the council in Lambeth. I think it's doing some excellent work, and this evening we've heard about issues including domestic violence and recognising the status of the Latin American community in the census and in other documents to make sure that their rights and equalities are properly met and addressed. I think it's a fantastic piece of work. We know it's a very important community in this borough, and I'd really like to give my very sincere thanks to everybody who has worked very hard to bring this together. I think the fact that so many people turned out tonight and packed themselves into quite a small room is really evidence of how important it is and how needed this piece of work is. So thank you to everyone who's involved.